Hey guys, I want to go over the expectations of this group and how to use your weekly game plan that I'm going to be providing you, because this is a little bit different from a challenge that I've ever done before. There's guidelines, there's expectations, and I want to make sure that you guys get the best results. That's kind of the point of the whole challenge. So that's why it's 12 weeks. That's why there's a little bit more rules than there typically are, because I want to make sure you're getting results and not just falling off the bandwagon and giving up and staying stuck. I don't want you to do that. I want you to get to where you want to go. So the guidelines that I sent you, I'm going to just adjust a few things. Basically, the organizational piece, we're not going to do weekly journals. We're going to do emails. We're going to do emails midweek and, kind of end/beginning of the week. On Sundays, we're going to do an email too. So basically, we're going to check in midweek, see where you're doing, see what you're doing, see what's going well, see what's not going well, how we can adjust it in the middle of the week. Then at the end of the week, I want you to rate your week and tell us how well it went, like scale of 0 to 10. We're gonna ask you a few more questions in there, and I just want you to reply back with your answers. It's gonna take not very much time, but it's gonna be a good self-evaluation. In that same email, I want you to make sure that you're replying with your week game plan that I'm gonna be talking about in this email, because you're gonna send us a weekly game plan. And us, I say us because I know there's other coaches that are running this with their challengers too. So you're gonna send your coach your weekly game plan and your answers to the emails that we send twice a week. That's it. It's not going to be every single day. It's not going to be something that's going to be laborious, but I want you guys to really self-reflect and know what's going well and what's not going well and how you need to adjust. We also want, in the very beginning, I would really love it if you guys would give us some goals that you have for the entire 12 weeks. Really think about the next 12 weeks, the next 3 months, and what you want to achieve during this entire process. I want you to think about, if there's a certain number of pounds you want to lose, or a certain clothes size that you want to fit into, a certain number of push-ups that you want to be able to do, a certain number of jumping jacks, a certain amount of cardio with nonstop. I want some goals, and I want them to be measurable. It can't just be like, I want to be fitter. That doesn't work. It can't just be, I want to eat better. That's a terrible goal. That's a terrible goal. And I know that sounds mean, but they have to be measurable. You have to be able to measure them, or I'm never going to know if you reached them. So we need to make sure that we've got some measurable goals on there. Following your eating plan 80% of the time. Making sure you get in your containers every single day. Just goals like that. So big 12-week goals. Then every single week in your weekly game plan, you're going to have mini goals. Number of workouts that you want to get in that week. Number of different meals you want to make. I want to have some meal ideas on there. Some mini goals for each week. Game plan needs to be sent in either Sunday night or Monday sometime during the day. We need to definitely have it by Monday night so that you have the game plan set, and I know that you have it set, so that we can make sure that we're on the same page. Again, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page and that I know what you're trying to do, because everybody's goals are different. I don't know how many times I need to say it, but I just need to emphasize that everybody has different goals. And so it's hard for me if I don't know what your goals are. I might assume something, and I don't want to do that. So I want to make sure that we are on the same page, and that's what this is going to do for us. So your fitness, create an overall game plan for the next 12 weeks. That's where Beachbody On Demand comes in. If you don't have it, I would highly suggest getting it, but I feel like most of you have it. So maybe for me, it's 21-day fix extreme, 3-week yoga retreat, master hammer and chisel. That's my game plan for the next 3 months. Some other people, it might be P90X3, 21-day fix, PiYo, something like that. So definitely don't feel like you have to stay in one program the entire time, because your results will most likely stay flat. There's a reason that we change it up. It's so that your body doesn't get used to anything, and so that you continue to get stronger and build your overall fitness. So that's kind of the beauty of Beachbody On Demand, because you can just go between all of them. And then let's see. Making sure that you are logging into your Challenge Tracker app. If you have not, which I'm going to be sending you the link here very soon, so you will get a link in your email to sign up for the My Challenge Tracker app. That is where you're going to log your Shakeology and log your workouts. It's super simple. I don't know how to screen share with my phone, but I will show you. I'll try to show you. So let's see. Can we focus in on that? So, oh goodness, lots of things are happening. There we go. So this right here is the app. I'm going to push that. And then every day, typically, what comes up is this right here. And this will have like nothing in it. And you just click it and then you log your workout. And that's all you do. That's all you do. You just click this little thing and you add your Shakeology. And you click this little thing. Oh, there's my Shakeology. So that's all you do. You just add those things, and then there's like this little thing here that shows when people are posting. So I can see who's logged today. So whenever I go in, I can see who's logged for the day. Typically at the beginning of the day, not that many people logged. So that's kind of the beauty of it, is that you get to check in, and your app is going to remind you if you haven't checked in yet. And this is kind of my easy way. Again, with the eating plan, there's going to be one way to check in, but this is my way to check in and make sure that you're getting in your workout and you're getting in your Shakeology. This is where the weekly game plan comes in, because for me, my goal is 6 to 7 workouts a week, but maybe for you, your goal is 3 to 4 workouts per week. That's different. I need to make sure that when I'm logging into my app, I can see, because as a coach, I can see how many workouts you're putting in. And I want to make sure that you're getting in the number of workouts that you personally need. I want to make sure that you're getting your Shakeology every single day so that you can see the benefits that I've been able to live for the last 5 years. So that's kind of where the app comes into play. I love it because it reminds you, whenever you want it to remind you to like get your workout in, drink your Shakeology, those kinds of things. And then make sure you're supporting other people too. Like everybody's logging in, make sure that you're going through and saying like, great job, and awesome workout, that looks delicious, how did you make it, those kind of things. That's what the group is for. It's for group support. So this is not just like me and you, which I love the me and you part of it, but it's definitely a group, and I want us to really work together to make sure that we're helping each other along the way. And then the nutrition, of course, make sure you watch the video that I made on determining your containers and creating your meal plan with a puzzle piece, because I can give you meal plans all day long, but until you learn yourself how to utilize this eating plan, you're never going to get the results that you want, because you need to know how to do this yourself. There can be a bajillion meal plans, but you've got to know how to fuel your body for what it needs. So that's where, the containers come into play. Download the 21-Day Fix Tracker app and, search Pinterest for meals. That's where I look. I legit look for meals all the time on Pinterest. And make sure that you're getting in all of your containers. If you have any questions about the containers, message me. Now, we're going to go to the weekly game plan, because I want you to see, maybe, where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, so this is something that you will either type in or print out every single week. I made it so that you don't have to use like a lot of color or anything like that. So basically, this is your weekly game plan. I have set up hours 5 a.m. through 12 a.m. So if you are somehow up between the hours of 12 a.m. and 4 a.m., let me know, and I'll try to see if I can add those little slots in. But I wanted to make sure that you have room to pencil in when you're going to work out. That's super important. I want to know when you work out. I want to know when you're at work. I want to know when you're sleeping. Those are the main things that I want to have on this paper. You can also add anything you want. This can be your own little calendar, but I want to see when your workouts are scheduled, when you are working, so that I can see how that's fitting with your work schedule. And I also want to know, what was the last, goodness, workouts. I'm like completely drawing a blank. Workouts, eating plan. I don't remember, and I can't rewind to like figure out what I just said, but rewind, figure out the 3 things that I just said, because I didn't write them down, and make sure that you have them in here so that we can make sure that you're staying on track. Then I also have a section where, did I log my workouts into the app? Check. Did I log my Shakeology into the app? Check. Did I return the pre, mid, and post workout emails? So on Monday, you can check that. On Wednesday or Thursday, you can check that. On Sunday, you can check that. So just make sure that you're checking in with us so that we know what you're doing. And then, did I send my container count to my coach? I want you to do this at least a couple times a week. I know it might be excessive to ask for like 5 days a week, which was what I was initially going to ask. But I really, really, really want you to know that we need to know if you're following your container plan. Because if you're not getting results, I need to know where that's coming from. If it's coming from a certain workout, if it's coming from, if you're following the eating plan to a T and you're not getting the results you want, I don't know if you're following it to a T. Like, I need to know that by what you're putting into your app. And I need to make sure, because there can be so many times where we're like, oh yeah, I'm following it, but I didn't track it. So it's hard to know if I'm really following it. So definitely make sure, I mean, I would love it if you send us your container count every single day. I would love it for you to post it in the app because that's the easiest place for me to see it versus like texting it to me. Posting it in the app would be really, really helpful. But if you need to text it, need to email it, that's good too. If I get it, I'm happy. At the end of this, oh, here we go. Fill in things like when you work out, when you'll meal plan, when you're going to grocery shop, when you're going to make your food, when you'll eat, those kind of things. I know they seem tedious, but they're really helpful if you already have it planned out. So also want you to put in goals for the week, meal ideas for the week, how many workouts you're going to get, and then your weekly measurements. And your weekly measurements, that section, I typically do mine on Monday mornings. Make sure that you're doing your measurements first thing in the morning, no matter what day you do it, first thing in the morning after you urinate. I know that's crazy, but that's the most consistent time for you to have your consistent weight, which you're only going to do that. I don't even really want you to do it very often, like maybe once a month. I know that sounds crazy. Once a week is a little excessive for weight because your weight can fluctuate so much just based on little things like your water intake from the night before or when the last time you pooped was. And I know that that's terrible to say, but it's true. So I want you to do weekly measurements instead. I want you to do your weekly measurements. You're going to do monthly pictures that you are going to send to your coach. Your coach needs to see your pictures. We are not going to share them with anybody unless I say, hey, do you care if I share that? And if you say no, I'm never going to share it. So that's basically, I need to see your pictures because I need to know if you're making progress and shout you out and like celebrate the freaking successes because you might not see the progress that you're making. Because sometimes we have a clouded vision of what we're actually seeing, but somebody else who's looking at that same picture can say, holy crap, look at that spot right there on your shoulder that's super defined now. Look at how much smaller your waist is. Without having to even see your measurements, I can tell so much in pictures. And 30 days is typically a good time frame to be able to see your pictures. So every 30 days, so 3 times, well, 4 times technically, because you're going to have your before, your 30-day, your 60-day, your 90-day. 4 times with pictures. I want you to send them in to your coach. If you want to share them, heck, share them. You're going to have some freaking awesome results. I want people to celebrate your successes. So those are the things you need to send us every week. Just this little paper. That's it. You can just type it in or you can print it out and write it out. I just want to see when you're eating, when you're drinking your Shakeology, when you're getting your workout in, like what your work schedule looks like around this, because those are the things that we can really help you because you're going to have obstacles. This is not going to be a breeze. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is not going to be a walk in the park. It's not supposed to. You're making the changes so that you can have a different life, so that you can have and reach your goals. That's why you're doing this, so that we can make changes that make a true impact. I'm really, really excited to get this started. Again, if you have any questions, just send me a message, text, email, whatever you got to do. I want to make sure that you are completely understanding what this challenge is all about, and I cannot wait to get you guys started. We'll talk soon. Bye.